Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Plain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Breakout taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Happy Monday here. See what we got going on for today and take it from there. Start off here with the calendar, today being Monday. We have JPY bank holidays, bit of Chinese loans news, nothing really too much. Pretty clean day, to be honest, on Monday here today. Then we have CPI, which is obviously the big one that we're waiting for this week. So looks like maybe the market will wait for CPI this week. We will see what happens with that. Let me try fix my camera. One sec. Okay. And sneeze at the same time. Great. Camera is broken. Very useful. Thank you very much, PC. Helping me out this morning. Okay. And yeah, CPI, big one. Inflation data. Price, we need to see. Thank you. Need to see. They're expecting inflation to tick up a little bit here. Inflation ticking up. So if inflation comes back higher, that will not push them too aggressively to cut rates in September. Whole market is waiting for September rate cuts. If we see the rate cuts happen, we will see more of positive impact. And on top of that, we're seeing money flow into gold here on tariffs as well, right? We're seeing tariff uncertainty, money flow into gold, and the rate cuts, obviously, we would see money leave dollar and we would see things strengthen against the dollar. So big one this week is going to be CPI data, which is going to help us. So a lot of traders waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow we get that out, and then we have clarity for the rest of the week. And then we have some regular news. But CPI this week, big one we're looking at. So today, what we're seeing in the markets here is starting off on daily time frame. Daily time frame creating a sort of doji candle, not the strongest close, but nevertheless closing bullish. Current daily retested daily support, and we're trying to bounce from there. At the same time, we are retesting 4-hour support, also trying to bounce from there. We are mixed session bias. 1 hour time frame created a resistance here. We have a massive resistance zone here, which is from the 1 hour, it's a little bit higher. The 30-minute is a little bit lower, and then the 15-minute is even lower here. So this is a previous daily resistance now, which we seem to be reacting off all last week as well. So above there looks okay for buys. Only issue we're seeing there is obviously the 1 hour being sticking around here. We can put a line to mark that and see how we react. At this case, you'd have to expect price to be able to push through it in order to get movement throughout this zone here. So let's see how this ends up forming, and we take it from there. So my plan is not really to take sells. We don't have much range to take sells, so I don't want to take sells just yet. If I'm going to take buys, this would be my pullback and then potential continuation for buys above the daily resistance here. I would like to see we cross the 1 hour. The 30 minutes do worry me. They do worry me, but we have tested it twice. So if we do close above this, that should be the catalyst. Otherwise, we just range. Now today, we might just range in here because of that CPI data. That is a big one the market's waiting for. Really is going to give clarity towards that rate cuts for next month, right? So a lot of the market participants are going to kind of be waiting for that. Now we might see some intraday movement, but that might eventually just come back into a range. So we'll see how this ends up forming and take it from there. So I'm mainly looking for above this 80 key level as well, and the daily resistance there to take buys back towards the upside. Selling, we don't have much ranges. If it wants to break down, we can adjust from there. DAX on the other hand here, so we saw some negative movement for DAX into last week because of the tariff news, which has been retraced now, and we're starting to see that kind of recover. Now at these highs, little bit of uncertainty at the highs here because of basically automotive manufacturing and all of this stuff has kind of been down, and obviously the tariffs as well has put a little bit on. What you mean I'm on the 12th? Not sure what you mean I'm on the 12th. I'm on the 12 hour. Yeah. Thank you. Auto, I thought yeah, you put 12th. So yeah, obviously with all of that happening, we have seen a little bit of uncertainty at these highs, lack of continuation and also lack of breakdown. So just a bit of uncertainty. Nevertheless, looking at the weekly time frame here, we have closed bullish, but at our weekly resistance, which is also our daily resistance. So no breakout. I don't think DAX will break out. There's not enough catalyst for DAX to break out here yet. Now looking at daily time frame, we're starting to create weaker candles, so we could start to form a pullback. We're forming a 4-hour range with lower highs and lower lows. We just put in a new lower high now, so we could possibly drive down to the bottom of the range if we're going to follow that movement here. So let's bring back some lines here. Let's clone this, bring this to here, clone this, bring this back. Man, why does it clone in such a tight spot here? Bring this here, make this our 4-hour support here. We have this first, 4S. Then we have one lower, but we need to tap that first, so we keep the lines clean. 1-hour time frame moving down towards this. We have a bit of bullish structure on 1-hour time frame. Seeing 30-minute here, same story, and this same story here. So pretty hard for sells just yet, but if we can pull back from here now and create a resistance, we can look for those sells on setup 2 back down to test this 1-hour support. We are bouncing. I want to see where this is. We're not closing below that. We put this P1. This is our previous 1 hour. Right now we've just rejected our daily flip line. So if we can create structures and then get below this, we can look for sells back down to the 1 hour support. Now technically we are mixed bias today. We're not bearish bias. But my buys would only come back above here once we break structure back towards the upside, because now we have a high, lower, lower low, lower high, lower low. I need to see break of structure. Break of structure would come above here before I even consider buys. And then I take it from there. So that's kind of my plan on DAX, looking for structure for sells, buys back above here. Now looking for the USD JPY here. Can have a quick look at that. You can see here we have that daily time frame closing above the range. Nice setup 5 on daily. Weekly time frame creating a support as well. 4 hour time frame now coming back inside the range now, which is definitely interesting to see the 4 hour time frame. So we need something to break above these highs for that buys. Again, USD is going to be waiting for CPI, I feel. So we are mixed session bias. And 1 hour time frame coming close towards this 1 hour support here, which I think is going to line up with the 4 hour. No, it's a little bit lower. So we're kind of stuck there. Yeah, a little bit stuck at the moment in this range here. So potential buys could be back above here once we create structure, but for the sells we need more information, more structure creation to see how we can take sells back down. So we need price action to develop a bit here. It's a little bit choppy, not the cleanest in this range, to be honest. So we need to see how this forms and then take it from there. Potentially the buys above here, but it's a little bit tight. Yeah, JPY bank holiday doesn't matter. It never really is too much. I've always traded in the past JPY bank holidays. Only UK and US bank holidays I worry about, and then DAX I worry about bank holidays with the German. So yeah, I just want to see what GJ's been doing these past few days. Been moving quite nice, huh? Coming back towards the top of the range. But of course not in our session it's moving, huh? Outside of session, yeah, typical. What time is this? Yeah, typical, outside session. Mid-session been moving. But those mid-session breakouts have been working. Those mid-session breakouts have been working. So yeah, let's see how it ends up forming, and then we take it from there. We take it from there. So that's the plan here. That's the plan. If JPY bank holiday and US is waiting for CPI, better to stay out UJ. Unless you get a very clean setup, you can still take it. But it looks like we're waiting. It's not for sure we're waiting, but you know, there's definitely some waiting going on, and that's what I can blame there. Was looking at this setup on GU, that 1 minute push pretty quick. Let's have a look at this. Oh, this is a nice one, yeah. If you add bottom wick on broker, this is clean. Very simple setup, this. Yeah, that's a good setup. Yeah, that's very nice. Textbook. 1 hour close. 15-minute change of structure. So this is what I mean, breakouts. You know, breakouts working here. Remember what we covered in the webinar? We would see consolidation, close above, continuation. But when price wants to pull back, we'll see this consolidation and failure. Consolidation, failure. But now we're seeing this like staircase. So that's why it's looking good for this. But that's a nice breakout, that. Wow, what a zone here. Big zone. Yeah, GU looks very clean. Valid setup 5 on 30 minutes on UJ. I don't like it. It is a sort of setup 5, but I don't like it. I don't think it looks the cleanest. Very, very tight. We didn't retest the 1 hour support as well. You would want that to be retested. I'm waiting for that demand setup on GU. Yeah, it's nice if you... That's the only thing I didn't like about supply and demand. You have to wait for it to come to the zone. So like, you know, you could be waiting a whole day. Whereas when you trade what's in front of you, you can kind of just like see the next possible outcome. You're not dictating from price to have to get to a zone. But if it's there, then it's nice, you know. Plan was there, executed, lacked with that Frankfurt Open, a little bit weird. I mean, let's see how it looks on broker. I don't see how it looks on my broker. Do I have GBP USD chart open? No. Oh yeah, on my broker it's totally valid. Good bottom wick as well. Break of high. No, it was a good wick, man. On my broker it was a very solid wick. At least, how much was that wick? On GU that was almost a 1 pip wick. That's big for GU, 1 pip wick. Yeah, that's nice. Valid. Wanted little better bottom wick already on the first 1 minute? Not really, man. You can't overthink the bottom wick here. As long as there's a bottom, it's the open, you know? Yeah, it's the Frankfurt Open. Like, as long as there's a bottom wick, you're taking it break of high. And even if you get in on this break of high, which I prefer, even more confirmation, you have plenty of time regardless, you know? In case it does that, you know? So you can't overthink needing, okay, I need a wick all the way down here, you know? That's a luxury, not a necessity, right? As long as there's a wick, that's what's important. Great video yesterday on pullbacks. Which one? The webinar? Did you watch the webinar? Nice. One question is, if the pullback on DAX was so small instead of 2 candles, no, because at that time the 15 closed bearish. So we need some extra confirmation because the 15 is closing bearish. If the 15 didn't close bearish, then yeah, that's fine. Is it too late to get on GBPUSD? Yeah, if you didn't plan that GBPUSD, now it's too late. The move has happened. You would have hit more than your 1-to-1. I believe so. Let's have a look here. Stop loss 3.5 pips, this push 6. Yeah, nice 1-to-2 there. Wow, 3.5 pip stop. I probably would not run that tight stop with that. It'd be small. I put it below the full structure. I'll probably run the 4.4 pip stop here. You know. But still, it would have given you that 1-to-1 plus a little bit more now. But I don't plan GU. It's not in my pairs. But, you know, the setups work on multiple pairs. Alright, so Frankfurt pushed up here on DAX. Remember, we were speaking about DAX buys above here. It's not going to happen because we pushed up above that. But this could be a pullback for potential downside. We don't know about continuation yet. It's Monday. So remember the rules that we discussed over the webinar about continuation. We need some sort of what? Should know the answer. Need the consolidation for that continuation. Anyways, appreciate you guys showing up for the analysis. Hopefully you guys understood the analysis, everything clear. If you haven't already, leave a like on the stream. 41 likes. Let's get the likes to 150. I would appreciate that. And yeah, let's get it. Sell gold. My plan for gold is to see how it does this. If you're selling in this consolidation range, you have a lot of BS here to the left. It could be very complex to sell gold until we get below the daily support here. Daily support is a key zone. This is a nice zone to buy from a support here. So if we start to retrace off here, I'm actually happy to give it a little bit of a bounce play because this is not a bad zone that we've retested. We're retesting a daily support. It's a good zone. The only issue that I explained is tomorrow's CPI. Market might wait for CPI. Last week was a great week in terms of price action overall. Every trade last week ended up hitting TP. So that's nice always to be 4 for 4. That tells you that, okay, if you're winning 4 trades last week back to back, no issues. That's telling you what? It's telling you that market conditions were pushing good. So one day of consolidation, especially with CPI coming, is not going to be something where you want to give back profits, right? Because we can see this. You don't have to be blind by saying, hey, this is not consolidating, right? This is consolidating, right? So we can see that. Manipulation? This is not manipulation. So far, it's just been a retest. Yeah, you can do number 1 or 2. You answered your own questions then. Both work. But DAX doesn't seem like it's consolidating for now. We had this big push up here on Frankfurt Open. We're trying to retrace some of it, so we'll see how it does. Can we say it's an accumulation? I mean, gold has been on an accumulation on daily time frame for months, guys. This is one massive accumulation here. That is one massive accumulation. This now, Asian moved. It's just London now. You know, Asian had this move down here. Now we're just trying to pick what it wants to do. So we need to see. We need to see. You trying to trade this range is not going to be worth it. If someone purchases anything from WOP through Visa, does it need any extra charges? No, I take the charges. The charges are paid by me. The customer does not pay. So I encountered the charges from Stripe, from WOP, from Visa, anything. It's taken by me, not by the person purchasing. What do you think about taking one trade in a session if it follows the plan? Yeah, that's nice. I don't mind doing that. If you can find two amazing setups in a session, then amazing. I think that happens more in NY than it will because you get a little bit more volume. You could find yourself doing that. But I always found myself in the past, it gives me a ticket, because the one way I would ruin my session, because I'm able to treat two sessions differently. I treat New York as New York and London as London. But if I'm in London and I take, let's say, a buy and I win that buy, and I had to go through drawdown and win the buy, and then I find a nice trade on another pair that's coming later in the session, even though it's a nice setup, there is some truth that as we get later into the session, probabilities start to reduce. So let's say I feel like I really want to pass an account or get, $2,000 today to go buy myself something, and I push that last trade and lose back the first trade that I took of the session. That for me is a worse feeling, because it felt like I've done so much more and got less out of it when I had something, It's kind of like you had the opportunity, someone was holding $1,000 in their hand and you said, no, I'm just going to gamble and wait for it to become 2,000. Instead of taking that opportunity and grabbing that $1,000, coming back tomorrow and taking the same $1,000 if there's a chance. Especially when you trade two sessions, you know that there'll be a second volume time, so why not optimize for that, right? Way better to optimize for that. Because if I know I can trade New York session, then I'll be like, you know what, then I'm going to use my bullet there. Because there, at least at NYSE, I'm almost guaranteed volume to an extent. It's actually pretty nasty. You have some early sellers who are taking sells up here. This absolutely rinsed them. Absolutely rinsed them, this move up. BTC ripping. Ethereum is at an insane number, man. Ethereum has been doing amazing. Taken so long for Ethereum to wake up. So long. See, this was very important how we retested that 4 hour. You see, we put in the higher low. That was key. That was key. To put in the higher low. Currently near where you were in Italy. Nice. Where are you then? Near Portofino? Don't stay in Portofino. You'll get rinsed. Absolutely rinsed if you stay there. I'm with my family. Okay, then go to Portofino. Rinse them. No, I'm joking. Go visit for a day. You won't get rinsed visiting for a day. All right, so now we're pushing down here. This current 15-minute here, no top wick. Let's see how, if we want to take continuation trade today, I want to see some structure. We can be aggressive. We have the range, which is nice. So since we have the range and we have a massive liquidity grab, so two things we can do now. Either I take the lower high, retest of 15, take the lower high. So this would close below. I wait for pullback. That pullback, retest 15, I take that sells back down. Or we create structure and we don't end up pulling back. Price will just create structure and then we get the continuation. But when we're looking for the continuation, if I start to see it get back, unfortunately that would be me having to get out break even, because we're not sure if we have full continuation in the cards yet. So this would be the plan for anyone who's joining up new. Hopefully you understood the plan. Yeah, gold is kind of sleeping at the moment. Don't be staring at gold trying to think, oh, I need to find an entry here. This is how you lose. Gold seems to want to go lower. The problem is you're at daily support, right? Being at daily support, you can easily get a rejections from there, right? Yeah, I can go lower, but you know, we need to see. Let it pick direction. Unless you want to gamble direction. It's not gambling, but is there a gap on DAX? This one here is a gap, yep. What pair are you trading? I'm trading gold, and this is DAX, German 40, D30, German 30, whatever you'd like to call it. Your thoughts on gold here? I spoke about my thoughts on gold. We're in a consolidation phase right now. Selling back into this daily support is going to be very deadly, with a lot of 4-hour support sitting here as well. We could retest the 4-hour support. I'd look at these as bounce zones. If we want to take sells, we kind of want to see a push up and then take sells back down, instead of just trying to take pure continuation. If we do continue, we use that as information. And by the way, guys, you guys who asked me all last week, you saw all the pullback trades we were taking last week. You guys asked, I made a video for you guys on YouTube, a 10-minute video. We did the same thing in the exclusive group with the webinar, a little bit longer than 10 minutes, I can tell you that much. But go check out the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and make sure to watch it. This is the video you guys were asking for. I made it for you. And now it's one of my least viewed videos. So I need to stop making content for you. It is pretty nuts still, it is. I have gaps like this. Yeah, that's a little bit choppy. You have some low volume on your data feed. This gap is normal, but this is getting a little bit choppy. Shouldn't be that choppy. It's not that choppy for me. Please make a video on backtesting price action. Literally, there's plenty of videos. I will make new videos, yes. But there are videos on backtesting price action. The last one I made was... If you just type backtesting, you'll find it. I think a while ago, the last one I made. So yeah, we do need to make a new one. This one here is a backtesting one, and then this one here, 40 minutes long. Yeah, this was a big one. This was a big one, 40 minutes long. Just type backtesting. You'll find it. And then we will make a new one as well. Also, Asian session if possible. Asian session what? What about the Asian session? Wait for bearish engulfing candle at 5-minute fair value gap can be a good entry at German 40. I'm not taking fair value gap entries. Why not taking 5-minute S1 on DAX? Because of London. London has been doing these pullbacks, so this is what I want to see. Is pullbacks, plus we're sitting at the previous 1 hour here anyway, so it wouldn't be a valid one. So we either need to see consolidation and then potential continuation. Like trading an Asian session, since when to keep SL at structure rather than candle lows. I have actually an in-depth one in the exclusive group about that. I just don't put it on YouTube because we can't just put everything for there. People take it for granted. I've already put a lot. What's your historical Sharpe ratio for these trades you are showing on stream? We'd actually need to calculate that. We could calculate that towards the end of the stream. I should know since it's my last name what my Sharpe ratio is, but it would be... I'm not sure actually. Let's see what the formula is for Sharpe ratio. Sharpe ratio formula. How hard is this to calculate? Return of portfolio, risk-free rate. Standard deviation of portfolios, excess return. Wow. What's your win rate with on-stream trades plus the ones you take yourself? Probably will average down. It will maybe average it up a little bit more towards, because you see in New York I'm taking less trades, but they're more accurate. Like recently in New York, my trades have spiked up because of London being a little bit slower. But it would be probably around the same, hover around that like 75 to 79%. But recently in New York, my win rate's been about 85% plus, actually, even a bit more. The last 2 months in New York, I think I'm about an 88% win rate in New York in the last 2 months. But there's been about like 12 trades, so it's not that many trades, right? But still, that's a very good win rate. Laptop giveaway when? You guys can't even give 100 likes on stream and you're asking me for a laptop giveaway? You guys ask for free value videos. I give you free value videos. You don't watch. Now you want a laptop? You can't press a button for free. Everything you want for free, but you don't give anything in return, huh? Always on your guys' terms. Free trades I've been giving for 2 years. Passed multiple funded accounts for people. And now you're asking for laptop? Can't even give 100 likes on stream. My girlfriend's hearing you speak for the first time. She's laughing her ass off. Yeah, I can imagine. I'll give you a lap dance. I'm a dude. Yeah, I'll send that guy to you. He can sort you out. I'm not involved in that shit, but you know, if that's what makes you happy, we can send. See, you asked for a laptop. Now you have a guy coming to your house to give you a lap dance. Good luck, man. It's gone from bad to worse. Harry, ignore the ungrateful. Your true fans appreciate. Love the video yesterday. I'm only joking, man. Porsche giveaway when? Porsche giveaway at 10 million subscribers. I will give away a Porsche. No problems. 10 million subscribers. Sheesh. Imagine a trading channel reaching 10 million subscribers. Do you think? I don't think. I wonder if it's possible. I wonder if it's possible. Million, yes. 10 million. I don't think a trading channel, even a lifestyle channel, man. I don't think with this stop it's worth it. 24 for 17. Yeah, it's not worth it with this stop. Because look, first of all, it's a continuation trade, which haven't been the best. Secondly, towards the bottom of our range, we don't even get a one-to-one. So hopefully this closes above and next candle closes below. That's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do it. Gold is blasting through the daily support. What is it at the 4 hour? No, it's not blasting through it yet, man. It just got below it. Relax, relax. Jesus Christ. Yeah, next stop is the 4 hour support potentially here, but you just, now it's blasting. Now you can say it's blasting. But the problem is here, you put stops here, you know, you're not really getting anything, man. It's not even worth it, you know, 90 pip stops. This is only a 23 pip move. It's not really paying you for that. So we're here to get paid, you know. So it looks like great moves, but when you actually take the move, you'll realize, hey, I'm not being paid for this and I risked a shit ton. Right? Can your strategy work in crypto? Of course it can. I trade price action. Price action works on any asset. It's just price action. You just have to learn its tendencies, when it moves, when it doesn't move, you know, by watching the asset. This would be great for a pullback here. Everyone's looking at sells, 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 sells. Pullback come from 4 hour support. Come on, son. This would be sick. Right? Let's see what it does at 4 hour support. Is there any way to backtest different strategies algorithmically along historical data? There is, but it's not accurate because see, backtesting is useless in essence. It's only good to test one thing and get the understanding of that, like let's say a bias or something. But when you're trying to develop a trading strategy, you need to simulate, not backtest, right? You need to practice taking the trades because you're the line between executing at the market and making the final decision. And markets change, and there's small adaptations you have to make as a trader, which is why long term sometimes most bots, not all, most bots fail is when that happens, right? That's why they build them on like martingale strategy and stuff. So here's the close below on 5 minute here, but problem is stop loss, guys. You know, it's not gonna pay me this. I could take it just to take a win if it was to push, but I can't run a tighter stop loss. I have to run a stop loss at 26 pips minimum, and my range here is 12 points. Unless it pushes past it, but how am I supposed to know that, especially on a breakout during London session where we have seen breakouts not actually continue? So it's a lot of stuff against us, and why this would be better using this as information. Or it will respect that and we're going to see a pullback. So we'll see it come down a little bit more. We're going to see a pullback back into here, and then the real move comes. That real move is where I'm going to be involved. Any ideas with gold futures chart moving than spot chart? Yeah, we've seen a discrepancy between the futures chart compared to spot, but it's kind of lined up now. We just saw that over when we had that news come out, right? But now it's starting to line up. This is 15-minute delayed anyways. So yeah. All right, 4-hour support has been met here. So I would like to see what happens here at 4-hour support. We're seeing a little bit of melting just coming in overall markets, DAX, a little bit of melting. So obviously the markets are trading together. These are the London traders just driving general market direction, not based on too much here. If you were to look at something like financial juice for a headline here, we could see if anything has been said here. That is basically no, nothing. Again, this looks like a great move, but do the math. The math ain't mathing. 26 pips for 7 pips, you're not making anything. Again, if you want to trade like a YouTube trader, you can do that. Boom, call that a win. Took a win, guys. Win. 7 points in profit. Win. Close. Make your 0.1%. Happy days. Flex on the gram. Only thing you can't flex is your bank account, because it won't pay you that time. Not that you should flex your bank account. I would actually like to see a close below the 1-hour support, then a pullback. So if this comes down further, I'm actually happy, because now we could get the pullback after this comes down further here. So let it come down further. And if today manages to push past the 1-hour support, then we have some very important information for the rest of the week, because this would have been one of the first breakouts that's not only able to push past the support, but even give an equivalent push, right? Breakout, there hasn't been one yet in London session that has been able to push past the support and at least give a 1-to-1. It's always given 70% to TP max. So with a 20-point stop loss, 26.70% to TP would be, you know, roughly around here, 18 points. So then it normally retraces. So this would be something that we need to take note of, right? Understand. Automatically, this tells me that we do have a chance of attempting breakouts because we got some sort of continuation. We want to see if it's giving TPs. I mean, if you look at the pullback trades last week, they were all giving 1-to-2s easy. 1-to-2 was, every single trade was a 1-to-2. So, you know, we have to see opportunity costs like that. And remember, I told you last week, if you get 2 of those pullback trades, it's, look at that, man, this is the problem. 2 of those pullback trades, 4% a week, you're laughing. All right, 4-hour support rejection as well. Looking a little bit of what we've been seeing, making sense. Let's see how this develops into London here over the next 15 or so minutes. Question is, do I want to buy back up from 4-hour support? How could I buy from 4-hour support? Back above the daily 5-minute change of structure from here and then break even at this 72. Yeah, I'm also looking at the same, John. Just trying to see where is the best way and safest way to get in for now. Personally, I want to get above 70 would be safer for me. I mean, there's two ways to trade pullbacks. You either trade right from the beginning or you wait for confirmation. But in the middle here, when it's deciding, is the worst. So you're either trading all the way from down here or you're trading once we get the confirmation, which I prefer. Because even if it's a retracement trade I'm taking, I can still profit off this, even if it ends up doing that. I mean, there's your opportunity for 2 trades, huh? If you can buy back up to here, then you get a resistance here, you can sell back down. But since we're mixed, this could be the retest to 4-hour support, and we're done, right? Retest the bottom of the range and bounce on the bottom of the range. We don't break the range today, so this would be an amazing zone to buy. Because if this starts pushing up, it's game over. Just goes against your gut. Yeah, I prefer the continuation as well. But it's an adaptation we have to get used to. Isn't it bearish bias? For me, it's mixed. Maybe let me check broker here to get some more information. Previous daily closing. Yeah, it is closing bearish on the broker here, but bullish. But there's a gap. So the gap is making it close bearish. Very interesting. So technically we are bearish bias today on broker, but mixed bias without a gap. In that case, I will still consider it somewhat mixed if I get the signals, because anyhow, I do not see us being at a 4-hour support and a daily support being a good idea to just look for sells only. But where can I look for sells today to continue the bearish bias? Pretty tough. So that's why I said that this pullback here could be the opportunity to continue down. So I could literally take both here, thinking a little bit ahead. You know, I hate when it's different like that. It does make it harder. And you kind of just have to make a decision. The one thing I've learned from my 5 years of trading is that selling at a daily and 4-hour support always ends up biting me in the ass. Always. Anyway, to help me, my old junk of strategies are affecting my learning. You have to just try to forget and focus on a plan. So you come to the market with a plan, right? So that's step number 1, send a plan. And then your job is to be accountable to whatever you send. If you guys are lacking accountability of following your plan, if I do not see a plan here, you are already 3 steps behind. If you do not make a plan, then how can you be held accountable towards that? Right? So if your old ways are making you, affecting you, then you need to send a plan here of what you're looking for, right? And once you send that here, you can be held accountable to that, because if you break that, then that's it, right? Okay, so look at this information, guys. I want you guys to note this, very important. And this is what I was talking about. People are going to forget about this. Everyone here wanted to take sells. I told you it's not worth the sells. Look at this, 26, you only saw 10. 10 and we're already pulling back. Right? So it's not worth it, not worth it. So now we need to see, do we pull back to give us opportunities? But we are also mixed bias here. Oh, This is an interesting one. I'm trying to think, do I want to end up taking buys from this rejection? I just don't like this lower high, lower high, lower high. Or should I let this pull back to here and then take a lower high sell? I think that would be cool. It's just target has been met. I count that as target met. Difficult situation here. If we stopped somewhere here and pulled back, that would have been nice. Or just pulled back from here and continued this pullback. Like I said in the beginning, retest 15, then go down. Would have been juicy. Because we have no active setups on the 1 hour yet. No setup 1 on 1 hour, no. If you're considering, excuse me, if you're considering setup 2, it's already played out. Hit target 1 hour support. 30-minute as well. That's a nasty liquidity grab. Okay, so now we have a structure on 5-minute here. So if we get above that structure there, it's very interesting with a 15-minute candle close. As long as the 15-minute candle close bullish, then we try to get above that structure. Actually starts to look interesting. Harry, how precise are you with the retest and target already met? Within like a pip or so, you know? 1-2 pips, you know, especially if there's a zone there. I mean, if we look at the case of DAX, there's a whole 5-minute zone here. The 30-minute as well. We have this kind of zone. And then if you look at the 1 hour, we're only within 1 point, even less. If you mark it super accurate there, it's within less, 0 point, you know, nothing. So whenever it's that tight, I consider it as tapped. Because, you know, this could just be resampling issues, broker issues, you know, I probably check on my broker, maybe it's tapped. Let's see that actually. Oh yeah, on my broker, not only tapped, my broker's through it, right? Look, full confirmation on broker. You see what I mean? So that's why I put that kind of rule to say that, you know, it's overall. Good morning, guys. Had a long weekend, waking up feeling lazy. Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. That's what's important. Long weekend is fine, but hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if the 15 will close bullish here. It's very close to trying to flip. Look, it's trying its best. For setup 3, you mentioned you need a pause candle on a what, but at times you look for more of a rejection candle. Yeah, that is a pause candle, but I want to see a rejection from the side that I'm looking to take the trade, right? If I'm looking for buys, I want to see a rejection from the bottom. The same way that the images are there for you, right? A lot of these questions you ask, you know the answer, but it's just like you need reiteration in your head. But that's like a bad mindset because you know the answer. It's basic answers. And you ask these questions and then it's like you lack confidence. You have to be confident and do it. And the way you should ask a question is, hey, is this a correct how setup 3 is, right? DAX closed below. Closed below what? Previous 5. Oh, you're looking for buys back up there? Wow. I didn't like that we have the lower high here. That's what put me off the buys just yet. For me, this can still be a pullback for downside as well. Also, no bottom wick on broker, huh? And yes, it closed just below and no bottom wick on broker. I don't even think you would be able to get a 1-to-1 on that. Stop loss to 19 points, your first target 15. Yeah, it's okay for first target. See what happens there. Alright, check this out. We're respecting 4-hour support pretty heavy now. We didn't close it bullish, so I would like to see... I'd like to see this 15-minute candle close bullish. To enter on a 5 here is very aggressive. The 15 candle bullish will also be a 30-minute candle bullish. So we have 30 bullish, 15 bullish, and a 5-minute change of structure. For me, that would follow my rules. Be something I look at. Morning. You always mark out the closing for support and resistance? Yes, not the wicks. I mark the closing, correct. Do you trade live account or funded? Live account. I backtested the last 5 years of data. I achieved around 170 total gains. You think, no, this just shows that, have you backtested or simulated? Backtesting is way different than simulating. Backtesting is just skipping. Its emotions are not involved. Thinking is not involved. You're just execute, see, execute, see, execute, see, execute. So it's good to practice and get an understanding of how a market performs, but it's not going to be indicative unless you simulate, like on Pip Labs, where you have to watch each tick move, come close towards your stop loss, you know, and then move stop loss to break even when you feel like it. That simulation is going to simulate what you would represent. But your backtesting data shows that your system is profitable, but now you just need to learn, are you profitable, right? Do you adjust the plan? Do you manipulate the way that you see things when things are not going right? That is all going to change, you know? Why do you refuse to trade with prop firm? When I first started, prop firms were unachievable for me. So what I meant by that is that they asked you to make 10% in a month. And when I had to make 10% in a month, when I started, I was not making 10% in a month without gambling. And I didn't want to gamble. So I said, look, I can make 3-4% a month. That's what was happening. So I said, why should I try pass a challenge that I have more likelihood to fail, instead of just opening a personal account that I could afford and make that 3-4% a month and actually get paid for it, instead of having to go and risk 4-5% of my account to try pass the challenge in the time window. These days, it's a completely different story. You have no time limit. But by then, I'm so far along my journey that now funded account is a secondary option that I am looking at. And I actually do have a funded account running on futures though, right? Now let's see if this wants to create resistance, but the open is the problem if we start to create resistance. We have this wick here to fill as well. Oh, it's very interesting scenarios today. We have quite a lot of things that this could play out. This could pop up here and then close back below this 5. It could sell back down, continuing the downside movement, or we could absolutely blast today. Prop firms are good, but you need to be a damn good trader. You know, it takes more time to make money on a prop firm than it will on a live account. But once you start making the money, it comes faster. That's the difference. So on a live account, you might only make $20 a week, $10 a week, maybe $100 a month to start with. But on a prop firm, it might take you 6 months to pass that prop firm account. It's phase 1, phase 2. If you're disciplined and learning and stuff like that, might take you a year to pass it. But once you pass it, If you've bought yourself 100K, one payout is going to be worth 1,000. To get your first payout worth $1,000 on a personal account is, you need to be risking pretty big, and I don't think, I was definitely not ready to risk big when I first started, and I think it's the same for the majority. All right, this is now looking pretty interesting, guys, the way this is forming. I really want to see this 30-minute close bullish, which would be the 15 as well. As long as we remain below daily support, I don't really trust it. That should be 1-to-1, yeah, but no bottom wick, no close above. It's not even a trade, so it doesn't even matter even thinking about that in your head, because now you're just causing subconscious FOMO. Even though you don't realize it, you cause it for you, you cause it for others as well. Right? Because if you have no close above and you have no bottom wick for me, and then it's not something that it's even, you know. I do have big bottom wick, okay, then why didn't you take it then? Just tell me, right? Why didn't you take it? Just tell me. Just write it there in chat. I know the answer, but I want you to write it. Okay, that's it. It didn't close above. If that's the case, it's not valid for you. So why even think about it? Oh, it would have hit 1-to-1. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. You standardize. You follow how your broker looks. For you, didn't close above, move on next. You should be thinking about what's my next option, not about what's something in the past. Because now you're causing subconscious FOMO. Because now you're going to start to think, well, I need to get into something next. Right? You're causing this subconscious FOMO, not for you, but also for others. So don't do that to yourself. It wastes mental energy long term. Really, it will. You don't notice it now, but watch. Gold buy zone. I mean, yeah, this is not a bad spot here. If we want to bounce, we just need to get above daily support. I don't like how we have this massive consolidation I have to trade into. I really do feel like this could be ended up doing this, but I'm trying to see if we can get there, and even if it does come down, I've traded back up. Is this daily support not a previous daily support act as a resistance? So why on cases like this we are cautious, same like you did on gold, that previous daily resistance we're trading below support? The question is, maybe you get it confusing. No, because the reason why is because we need to get back inside of this range here. So we can't push through it. It's right next to where our entry would be. It's not worth to test this for 4 pips. It's just simply not worth to see that. We need to get back inside of the range. Because if we're below daily support right now, we are leaving our first level. Right? We are leaving our first level. This was our first level, we are leaving it. We need to get back inside it. It's the first time we left it today, not the second, third time. We have not tested it again. Key level there as well. Yeah, I wonder if we can, see, the 70 has not been too important, huh? If you look at the 70, does not happen too much. Like, look, if we draw a line at 70, look at this. It's just, you can see it's really not too important. Here was okay, here blasted through, blasted through, blasted through, blasted through. So I wonder if we have the 30-minute close, we have the 5-minute close, we have the 15-minute close. Do we have to be scared about just the 70? Or if it's nice, maybe we can get a couple of pips to it. Because if we close somewhere here, we have about 7-8 pips there. And if it really starts rejecting, then we can just get rid of it, you know. Is trading your only source of income? No, it's not my only source of income. I built other incomes while trading, but when I first started, it was not only trading, it was more actually crypto. That was my only source of income, and then I built other income sources. Because you can, and that's the beautiful thing why I wanted to continue trading, is because you have so much time between, right? I show up to the morning for 2 hours, I trade, and then I have the rest of the day. So instead of procrastinating, I work, grind. DAX looks interesting. What's looking interesting, man? What are you looking for? So let's see if we can keep the win streak going from last week here. Hopefully we can. That's always the plan. Let's see if gold wants to form a support from here. What's the name? Maybe it means happy, man. Maybe it means happy. OnlyFans? Yep. That's like our backup, you know, when shit hits the fan, you know, then we open the OnlyFans. You see that? The Premium Group and Pip Labs, they're all related to trading. You should count them as trading. Well, no, because, yeah, they're trading companies, but they're not actually trading. But they are in the same industry. So, yeah, if you're looking at it as an industry, yes. But as actual trading, no. All right, 2 minutes for this 15 to close bullish. Wow, this is an interesting scenario. 1 hour will close bearish below, but we're at 4 hour support. We'll have no 30-minute close above daily support. 15 might close bullish here, so we probably want that extra 5-minute candle to give us something looking like this. And then we take the buy. Boom! And then we send ourselves like this. If I get a candle like this, I'll be extremely happy. You want me to make me happy? That's what I want to see. I want to see my entry here, and I want to see the candle here. If I see those two things today, then I'm happy. If I don't see those two things today, then I'm also happy. Because then it means I missed taking a loss. You know, we might just see continuation. $100 profit position. That'd be nice. Instead of 10 lot, we put 100 and it immediately goes into profit. You put stops to break even, it runs for 50 pips. Nice 50k in the morning. Nice light 50k. Dream about that. Yeah, in reality, you put 100 lots straight to drawdown. 1 minute FU candle. All right, consolidating for now. 1 hour closing bearish. 5 minute ended up closing bearish. Let's see what happens here. DAX making that move down on the open, unfortunately. So we spoke about this potential retracement, but this is the open. The open can now flip back bullish, can do all different type of BS. So we need to settle this, let it settle. 15-minute candle closed at the resistance up here. So we have another 15-minute candle resistance here where we close that. So we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, it's retracing the whole move in one candle. But hey man, we make a plan. If something doesn't follow the plan because it's the open, it's fine. The good thing is that I was correct with my plan, looking for those sells back down. But if it's gonna happen at the open, that's fine by me. It's just how things happen. So that's very cool to see that this plan played out. But for educational purposes, what would we have wanted to see? So we would want to see a candle closing below my box here to take an entry to do what this candle has already done. Right? So it would be a retracement trade, kind of like the one we took here. This was also a retracement trade, but this gave, oh, where's my link? But this gave us time. Right? Where's my link? Did I post it in the public? Or I'm only posting my NY. This is NY, 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 NY. I want to post that one. Fifan. Has that ever happened to you? Yes, I have opened a wrong lot size and it has gone in my favor actually. I made $1,500 on that when I wanted to risk $500. What's super important is that my plan plays out here. We talked about this being a pullback to continue down, and that's what happened. When you can read the market like that, the last missing piece of the puzzle is just the entry. That's it. When you can't read the market and you can't get that stuff right, you are lost. That's where it becomes difficult to trade because you have no clarity and no confidence. For me, I was confident that these would be pullbacks as potential to take sells. All I need is the last piece of the puzzle, which is entry, and that's the easy part. Have you ever pushed the wrong button? Many times, man. Many times I've pushed the wrong button. You know, one time, I notice it pretty quick if it happens, but there's been a time where I looked at Tradingview, price is in profit, but I'm in drawdown. I'm thinking, bro, what is this broker spread, man? Such shitty spread. Again, price is going even more in profit. I'm still in drawdown. I said there has to be something wrong here. Only then you realize there is definitely something wrong. And what is wrong is you're a freaking dumbass. That's what's wrong. You are a freaking dumbass. That's what's going on. No top wick on 1 hour is interesting. What would be next looks for gold? Well, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. There's no top wick here, so there's actually a potential to flip. Technically, we have not closed below the 4-hour support yet. This will be the first candle to close below on the 5-minute now in 45 seconds. We're looking here to the left. We do have a bit of clean range here, but it is a little bit of a situation where if we want to take a continuation trade, we could take this. We could take this, but I want to see that top wick. It's just the double check broker top wick here. Oh, broker does have a nipple wick. Okay, that's interesting now. Changes a little bit stuff here. So breakout trade would be this 5-minute close, but looks like it's closing a bit deep for my liking at the moment. I don't think, unfortunately, again, pip wise, it's gonna be worth it. Could have a look here. 1-hour support. See what we're working on. And breakout trades, I'm still not comfortable. I mean, this I'd normally take with my eyes closed, open, no bottom wick as well. Super juicy. 30 pips. We have this mess here to the left. Unfortunately, I can't trust breakout trades just yet, guys. Even though I'm super tempted to take this, this would follow my rules, but I can't trust it yet. I have to watch this play out first. Otherwise, I have to wait for pullbacks. That is my rules right now, and the way that I've been trading. It's been working. That's why I have 4 trades wins back to back, because I used to trust these, but not yet. If today does something different, we saw it on DAX, right? DAX pushed down. It ended up retracing first. Retracing first, then the real move came. This only gave 10 points. It's not enough, right? So we have to just see, is continuation back? So far, it's looking good, this trade here. Like I said, something I would take. But we need to see it come back, then we can execute. 35 pips would be all the way back down to the 1 hour support. So unless this reaches the 1 hour support, we're not back. If this pulls back now, I'm happy. Because if this pulls back, I have entry. Right, so we have to see. But that way that opened with no bottom wick is juicy, man. Stop loss back in the range. Don't you say once it shows continuation 3 times in a row play out, then we can start considering? We can always consider breakouts after consolidation. The key is it going to be even worth it? Because if we at least see it play out once, we know that, hey, there is some sort of continuation. At least we can give it a shot, get to break even and see what happens. Right, just to take the trade, because if it does play out today, we're going to get paid. If it doesn't, we hit break even, so be it. The number one thing we want to make sure is it even worth it? Because in this case, if this is only going to be pushing 17 points then retrace, you know, which is basically 50% to TP, it's still not showing us the signs. But if this pushes any deeper, then at least this is a shot to get to break even and see what happens, right? Oof. Actually, I take it back. If I saw this is a problem. This 1 minute is a straight push. Even though we had a beautiful top wick here, but this 1 minute is definitely a very scary option here. Makes it really aggressive, actually. Look at that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this fail, because we've had such a push down. It needs to take a breather, and that would be my opportunity to get in on that breather. Mr. Dax, what are you doing, Mr. Dax? Mr. Dax, you follow my plan today, but you did it at the open, huh? A little bit sneaky. You know what's been nice on US 30, guys, is that we've been having setups coming at the open on US 30, but they've given you a chance to enter. Like 5 minutes before the open, we will get a nice bearish candle close. The open comes, we pull back first, and then you can enter on the flip on the open. It's been happening on US 30. You missed a great sell opportunity there, dude. Oh no, man. I'm feeling really upset, bro. I think I need to cry myself in a pillow right now because I missed an amazing sell opportunity. I identified the sells, brother, but it did not follow my plan. And my plan has kept me profitable over 2.5 years, almost streaming live over 600 streams. So I have to follow it. As much as I want to break my plans, every time I do that, I lose. It's just how it works for me. So I know there's different ways to enter in the market, and maybe today your entry was the one that worked. But tomorrow my one might be the way, right? So I respect you seeing an entry for yourself, and if it played out for you, amazing. I'm happy for you. You deserve the win because you followed your plan. And that's it. That was your goal today, to come to the charts and follow your plan. And if you did that, how can I be angry at that? I can't, right? I can't. Harry, you are not mixed bias. You can't trade the other direction under any circumstances. No, there is many circumstances I can, but it's a bit more detailed. In my exclusive, I have that webinar is like 50 minutes long, where I explain about counter trend bias and how to trade against bias and stuff like that. You know? Guys, end of stream today, we will do one more giveaway. We will do a giveaway for one spot in the exclusive group. We will do that today, just because I feel like it. And even if you're part of the group, you can still join the giveaway. You'll just get a free month. First time watching you, but I see a lot of people who is watching you trading, talking BS, lol. If they are winning, why are they here? Well, that's the thing, man. You know, people only hate on what they don't have or what they could have been. Right? Instead of joining us, they choose to go against us because they have, like, they're so focused on other people because they don't want to focus on themselves. They just want to see other people fail because they didn't have the fucking balls. They didn't have the balls to improve their own lifestyle, to change themselves. So they want to hate on other people just to feel like they get something back in life. Just to feel like they got something back in life. They want to hate on other people instead of focusing on themselves. You know? Guys, look at gold. What did I say? Again, not giving you a one-to-one yet. We're still not back on continuations, right? Setting up the giveaway, guys, while we wait. Oh, what server error code? What time is it UTC right now? (11, 10, 9, 8, 7). 7:15. 7:30 giveaway. Actually, let's do it. Yeah, 7:30. 15 minutes to get in, guys. Quick giveaway. Quick giveaway. Let's go. Giveaway in Discord, guys. Giveaway is in Discord. Fifteen minutes. Boom. We'll also do a giveaway here. Today fully active. Exclusive group, guys. Giveaway in the exclusive group. Go participate. 2 giveaways running right now. Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. 61 people in. Good luck, good luck. Showing it doesn't work? Oh, because you guys are gay, man. Let me fix it. All of you guys. Look how many. Oh, look how many of you guys, man. Look how many of you guys. Very bad. Guess I have to remake it. That's a shame. A lot of you guys are like this. I thought, you know, maybe you would be fake giveaway for you guys. Now I have to make it all over again. All because of you guys. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. You participate in the Discord. 76 people have participated so far. Good luck, good luck. We have one as well in the exclusive group right here. Good luck to the guys in the exclusive. The exclusive guys can also apply in the public Discord. Remember, I'll never DM you first. I'll never DM you first. Let's go. Good luck to you guys. You have 10 minutes. Now let's see what DAX is doing. I wonder if DAX can break out below the 4-hour support below here. We can get some breakout trades. But look, the breakout trades, man, shit. Been difficult. I really wanted my entry up here. You see how good that entry would have been, guys? See that plan? But it was just London Open, man. Nothing you can do about it, right? Wow, look at this 30-minute rejection now. Gold is starting to look dangerous. Yo, bro, is the group open, the exclusive one? To join the group, guys, if you want to be part of our weekly webinars, get access to my full course, get access to all of that stuff, as usual, it is on the website. There is only, you need to click this to unmute this. You press this, by the way. People have been asking. You just press this to unmute. You click this, you press join now. There's a small application, one line application, apply, and then you get accepted only. Okay, for anyone asking, that's it. Just press join. There's only one line. It asks why do you want to be in the group. Fill that out. Done. You're ready to go. It will already test your card, and the minute you get accepted, you will be charged and put in already. All very, very safe. Safe and easy. How many people joined the giveaway? Let's have a look. So we have 48 people in the exclusives, and we have 97 people in the public group here. Good luck, good luck. Albania we got in the chat. We got Finland in the chat. We got, I don't know what country is this. Someone needs to help me. Damn, I'm not very good with that. Estonia? Alright. Then we got this country in the chat. Whoa, what flag is that? Someone needs to help me about that. Oh, now people are stuck. What flag is this? Whoever put this flag here is gonna be banned. Juan is gonna be banned. Thank you very much and goodbye. If you have put this flag, bye-bye, Juan. We know the truth. Thank you for exposing yourself, but I'm sorry. Still second account. Oh, he removed it. Oh, come on, Juan. We all know it's too late. What's this flag with this little thing here, man? What island is that? Honduras? Maybe. Alright, let's see how this forms here. Look at DAX here coming into this zone here. DAX absolutely messed us up today. Very easy sells we called for. Just on the open, man. Look at this 1 minute candle. Open candle. Can't do much about an open candle. Never fun, but that's it, you know. This is so rude just because by now hitting... Damn, bro. Are you serious? What country is it? No, there is Pakistan flag for sure. I've seen it before. There is. I've seen it. There's India here. Is there really no Pakistan flag? That's super racist. Man, Discord being racist, bro. Gold is super interesting the way it's just forming like this. Do I want to do that on a 5? Not really. Any trades today, boss? Bro, we got a little bit unlucky here. So we were planning for this pullback to take sells. But the sell came at the open and it just dumped, man. It just dumped. So I didn't manage to enter that because it was the open candle. And one of my rules is not to enter on the open candle on DAX unless I get a chance to do it. Meaning like we get a close, pulls back up and then it goes. Man, 5 minutes until the giveaway. 5 minutes until the giveaway. Good luck to everyone. We'll wait 5 minutes. 110 people participating. Exclusive group also operating here. Let's have a look. We need to make sure not to force a trade today. Can't force a trade. Too dangerous to force a trade. But this looks nice, man. We've been... Ah, man. It's a shame when that happens. But it's part of the game. As much as we have to sit through and watch the plan play out, if there's no way... We can always think another, another positive way is to think, how could I have entered? In this scenario, not really, man. Unless you just rip the sell at the 50-minute resistance. But why here? Why not this one? Why not this one? Why not the highest one? How do you participate? It is in the Discord. You have to make sure you're subscribed and you follow me on Instagram. Those are the only 2 rules. I'm gonna share my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I will check. Then you do not pass. That's my Instagram. What? How is that? Let me send you a proper link. Who's this man? I don't want these people on my home screen. No free promo. No free promo for these people. Checking a laptop. You know what they're watching, guys? You know what they're watching? Tradesharpe. That's what they're watching here, I can guarantee. You see the smile on their face watching Tradesharpe? Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. Look at her. Of course, the chick is more impressed than the guy. Just usual stuff. Man, this is a shame. We can't watch this because this will be painful the more we watch it. 99% men here. We can actually check. Let's have a look. How many men are in the stream? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Content. Live. Analytics. Alright, here's our last live stream. We had 564 viewers, 3 subscribers, and $2 of revenue. And where's audience? Audience here. So our audience. 76 people subscribe. Oh, they don't. Oh, male 100%. Oh. Fair enough. No, Laurie Jean is out of the gulag. Laurie Jean made it into the safe haven. %100 is pretty mad, man. There is females. Yeah, look, Sarah's in chat here. So YouTube is cooked. YouTube is being... Actually, I shouldn't say anything, man. YouTube is the #1 software I've ever... a website I've ever used. I love YouTube so much. They've helped me so much. #1 program. Thank you, YouTube. Is very good. I was about to say something, but, you know, we need to be careful. Look, guys. DAX has pushed here. Gold, I'm waiting for retracements, which is happening, but I need to wait some more. And that's it, man. And that's it. Unfortunate DAX, man. It's let us down today. But beautiful volume. It's setting us up for next week. On DAX, we need pullbacks, man. Unfortunate we dump like this. There's no... This is not an entry for me. Close right at the support. Doesn't follow my rules. This is an entry for me with the thunderstorm, but I don't trust continuation. First time we've seen continuation. But this is good. The best one was the pullback. See, this first one failed, then the pullback. If it gave us an entry, we are sitting on easy profits there. But the giveaway results should be out here. Congrats to... This is the public. Congrats to... Damn, I think this is actually someone who's been in the server for a while. Let's see if we can see his name. Yeah, this guy's been in the server for a while. I know this guy. I've seen him in the server for a while. We can see when he joined in the server. August 4th. This guy's a capper, man. Should send him back. So let's see exclusive group though. Who won in the exclusives? Damn, Rodney won. Congrats, brother. Congrats. Congrats. DM me your email, Rodney, please. DM me your email and I'll hook you up. There we go. We'll be doing more giveaways in the exclusive group as the month goes on. My plan for the exclusive group is we will do a funded account giveaway for the guys in the group coming soon. So appreciate you all. Take care. Hopefully catch you on tomorrow's stream for some more pips. Let's continue and see if we can finish the rest of the month very strong here. Catch some sick trades and make some sick profits. And that's it. Hopefully DAX will not let us down tomorrow. But nevertheless, plan played out and that was good. We have New York session. And let's see what New York session brings. Take care. Trade Sharpe. And 1 second, what's this? I'm doing well. My friend wanted to join your exclusive group, so I want to ask, do you trade and stream NY? Due to my zone, I can only trade. Yes, we do trade NY. I stream NYs on Tuesday or Wednesday. Every day I'm live in NY. It looks like this. You have an NY chat here, shows you what I talk about, and then I put my ideas here for what I'm looking for in NY. I also send my NY plans here, so fully active in NY for sure. So yep, take care all, and hopefully speak to you guys very soon. All right, much love and peace.